So I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on. I'm ironing all my papers right now, and I'm gonna start preparing them to be glued into my cover of my journal that I'm making. It looks like I'm gonna be needing about 750 pages for the journal because I'm ironing my papers now, which means I'm gonna need more paper. So you lose half the height in your paper when you iron it. This stack right here is not ironed, and this stack right here is ironed. There's 25 pages in each stack. So we got an inch in height here and a half an inch here. So you lose half of your height. But the look I'm going for in this journal is trying to make the biggest journal that I've made so far. I want to make it more like a book, more squared off with tighter pages. And I also want to try this gradient effect or ombre effect. I kind of think that's neat. And so I'm just looking for more of a journal that's squared off like that with lots and lots of writing space. I did do the math on the 500 pages I have in front of me, just for kicks and giggles. And if you were to write in it every other month or 6 times a year with 500 writing pages, the book would last for 83 years. So it's a great way to put your life story in a book and hand it down, or just to write memories in it. And so I am going to be gluing all my pages in my book. And I'll show you the stack here. I've just folded standard size printer paper in half. Just bent that one. And so when I count my pages in a book, or if I was selling a journal, every page I consider a page, just like in a book. I don't list how many sheets or how many actual single pages. Every side of every page is considered a page, just like in a book. So this is 500 pages right here, which would break down to 125 sheets of paper. And actually the price of this, I figured out was 81 cents. Not counting my time for copy dyeing it, but 81 cents for 500 writing pages. That's just such a great deal, and you can make such a neat journal for somebody to gift out or whatever you do with them. And I'm going to be gluing mine into my book, and so I have these boards here that I got at Home Depot. I paid like $4, had them cut it for me. All I needed was the clamps, which I already had at home. You're just going to sandwich it in between there, super tight, make sure they're perfectly square. And then you put 3 layers of PVA glue. I guess there's more specific ones for bookbinding that are more flexible and allow your book to open completely flat. So if you're going to be doing this, just make sure you get the good quality PVA glue. So 3 thin layers on here to glue it, and then you clamp it and let it dry. Let it dry good between each layer. Some people will do what they call a kettle stitch before they glue it. And actually, I just encourage you, if you're looking at how to assemble a book or a journal, to actually go back to like original bookmakers versus looking at how other people make their books. I mean, either way is good, but if you go back to the original, it does answer a lot more questions. I just find it more interesting that way. So, and then I just wanted to show you the difference here. If I'm going to make a smaller book than a 9x6, because my 9x6 books, you just fold the standard printer size paper in half, and that's perfect for a 9x6 book. If I'm going to make a smaller book, I trim my papers before I copy dye them, because if I don't, I end up cutting off this nice brown edge you get from baking them in the oven. So I always cut my papers first, and then I copy dye them and bake them. Sometimes I air dry them. If I have a table laid out with all my papers, I'll end up going back over with a spray bottle, and I squirt in stream mode in the spray bottle onto my papers just to add some more interest. And then too, the type of pan you use when you're baking your papers does make a difference, just like when you're making cookies. My lighter cookie sheets, lighter colored. I don't know if you can see that compared to if I use a darker pan. Here we go. So this is a lighter pan versus using a darker pan. I hope that's showing up. But my darker pan really cooks the edges, and too, if you have it folding up along the edge of the pan, it tends to cook it a little bit better and darken it. But I do squirt my papers if I have them laid out. Once they're coffee dyed, I will go back and squirt them even after they're dried to get some more pooling marks on them, just to add some more interest. So that's what I am working on now. I will post a full tutorial of the entire book and a walkthrough at the end. I just wanted to get another video posted on YouTube. And if you like this video, just click the like button down below and give me a thumbs up. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.